Welcome to 8-Minute Masterpieces, where we break down classic literary works into bite-sized 8-minute videos. Today, we're diving into M. Butterfly by David Henry Hwang. Stick with us to the end for our deeper insights and reflections on the themes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below your thoughts. Let's begin. Our story begins in 1960s China, where French diplomat René Gallimard is stationed in Beijing. A seemingly typical bureaucrat, Gallimard lives a life that's all too ordinary, until he attends a performance of Puccini's Madame Butterfly. There, he's captivated by the lead performer, a Chinese opera singer named Song Liling. Gallimard, mesmerized by Song's portrayal of the tragic butterfly, feels drawn to her and begins attending more of her performances, gradually building the courage to introduce himself. What begins as a formal introduction quickly evolves into a fascination, an obsession even. Gallimard is swept off his feet by Song's delicate grace, her supposed submission, and the deep emotional expression in her art. But there's more to Song than meets the eye. She embodies the mystique that Western men often associate with Asian women: demure, soft-spoken, the perfect embodiment of the Oriental fantasy. Gallimard's longing for dominance over Song fuels his attraction. He believes he's found his own butterfly, the perfect submissive partner who will cater to his desires without question. But what he sees in Song is not reality. It's a reflection of his own fantasies. As Gallimard continues to pursue her, he's unaware that his deep-seated beliefs about gender, race, and power are being played upon in a web of deception far more intricate than he can imagine. In the early stages of their courtship, Song keeps Gallimard at arm's length, carefully nurturing his desire while maintaining an air of mystery. She allows him to believe that he holds power in the relationship while carefully orchestrating their every interaction. The question is, who is truly in control here? As Gallimard's infatuation deepens, the political landscape around him becomes more intense. The 1960s were rife with tension between China and the West, a time when every personal interaction could have broader political ramifications. Yet, Gallimard is too consumed by his feelings for Song to notice or care. They begin an affair, but the relationship is anything but straightforward. Song is elusive, constantly reinforcing Gallimard's belief that she is a fragile, delicate creature, one who must be protected and kept hidden from the harsh realities of the world. Gallimard, intoxicated by what he perceives as Song's vulnerability, continues to view her as the perfect embodiment of femininity. He indulges in fantasies of saving her from an oppressive society, never once questioning whether he truly knows who Song is beneath the surface. Their relationship, conducted in secret, spans years. Song never undresses in Gallimard's presence, always hiding behind a veil of modesty and tradition. For Gallimard, this only adds to the allure. He views it as proof of Song's Oriental modesty, further convincing himself that she is the submissive woman he's always dreamed of. What he doesn't realize is that this veil isn't one of modesty. It's one of deception. As Gallimard continues his affair, he rises through the ranks in the diplomatic world, thanks to his newfound confidence. He attributes his success to the power he believes he holds over Song, but this very belief blinds him to the truth. Song is not just playing the role of his submissive lover, she is playing him entirely. The revelation of Song's true identity marks the beginning of Gallimard's tragic downfall. His career, reputation, and sense of self-worth are utterly destroyed. As the truth becomes public, Gallimard is subjected to ridicule and mockery, both personally and professionally. He retreats into himself, unable to comprehend how he could have been so thoroughly deceived. Gallimard's downfall is not just a matter of public humiliation, it's a deep personal crisis. He had built his identity on the belief that he was in control, that he held power over Song, and that he was living out the fantasy of the Western man dominating the submissive Eastern woman. The realization that he had been the one dominated all along is too much for him to bear. Unable to cope with the collapse of his life, Gallimard clings to the fantasy he once believed in. He begins to see himself not as a victim of deception, but as the embodiment of Madame Butterfly, the tragic, self-sacrificing lover. In a final, desperate act of reclaiming control over his narrative, Gallimard dresses in a kimono, adopting the role of Butterfly himself. He performs the opera's final scene, in which Butterfly takes her own life after being abandoned by her lover. In a tragic twist of fate, Gallimard fulfills the very role he had imposed upon Song. His belief in the fantasy of dominance and submission, gender and race, ultimately leads him to his own destruction. Since its debut in 1988, M. Butterfly has remained a powerful and relevant commentary on the nature of power and identity. Its themes resonate across cultures and generations, challenging audiences to confront their own beliefs about race, gender, and the stories we tell ourselves. David Henry Hwang's play has sparked countless discussions about the intersection of East and West, the fluidity of gender, and the ways in which political and personal identities can be manipulated. The play's success lies not only in its shocking twists, but also in its deep emotional core. Gallimard's tragedy is not just that he was deceived, it's that he allowed himself to be deceived, because it fit his worldview. M. Butterfly challenges us to look beyond the surface and examine the deeper truths about ourselves and the societies we live in. Song's deception is not just about spying, it's about survival in a world where identities are imposed by those in power. By playing into Gallimard's fantasies, Song is able to navigate a society that marginalizes her on multiple levels. The play forces us to question: who truly holds power in a world where identity itself can be performed? Thank you for watching this breakdown of M. Butterfly. If you enjoyed this summary, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let us know what you think of Gallimard's tragic story and the themes of deception and identity in the play. Be sure to check out the description for links to the full book and additional commentary. See you in the next video.